as a massive fan of the Fire Emblem series and the tactical RPG genre as a whole, when I saw an announcement for a new Fire Emblem game, it made me quite excited. And although this is quite different from my standard type of content, as in there isn't any scripting or research involved, I thought it would be at least somewhat interesting for me to create a video that was a reaction to the new Fire Emblem game and just kind of give my own insight and thoughts on what is revealed in this trailer. Because, again, Fire Emblem is a series that is I'm very passionate about it. So, uh, let's get into this. Hopefully, because I only get to, a live reaction only happens once. So hopefully the balance between my voice and the audio from the video, the game trailer, is balanced. I tried to play around with it a little bit, but I didn't want to reveal anything. Um, so yeah, let's jump into this. So, all right.
We live on the continent of Elios. 4 realms surrounding a holy land at its center.
Okay.
1,000 years ago, our land...
So that there, I'm assuming, so this is our world. So we're dividing it into 4 regions. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the way like Three Houses did it, where you had the Alliance, the Empire, and the Kingdom, and then the Garreg Mach. Kind of similar, but different enough. I mean, I like that system, so if we want to do something similar to that, I'm all for that. Also, I did, and I just took notice of the will here. See if I can back that up a little bit. Yeah, so like that's Marth. Right there's Byleth, however you want to call him. There's Corrin. So Lucina, I believe. Um, oh man, what was her? The silver-haired maiden. For the life of me, I cannot think of her name. I'm a little ashamed of that one. Lynn, yeah, like Roy. Like we have all the Fire Emblem characters from the older games. I'm curious. Okay, I'm very curious what we're gonna do with this. This could be interesting. Okay. Also, it looks like we have a desert-y area, a mountain area, like your standard plains area, and this looks kind of like a what it's like valley-esque, like it's kind of like a mountains as well. And then obviously this looks like it's surrounded by some kind of molten rock. That's what I'm assuming that is. And then the center little like grassy grassy little area. Excuse me. All
4
right,
realms surrounding a holy
let's get back
land
to
at
this.
its center. 1,000 years ago, our lands endured a vicious war with the Fell Dragon. We called upon heroes from other worlds to aid us, heroes known as Emblems.
Okay.
With them, the warriors of our nations fought as one. In the end, we were victorious in defeating and imprisoning the Fell Dragon.
So it seems I was at least somewhat correct. So we're gonna like integrate these older Fire Emblem characters into this game somehow. Also, the dragon reminds me of like its head kind of looks like a snake. It's kind of like a cobra, or I think it's a cobra. Not an expert on snakes, but I mean, Fire Emblem and dragons. I mean, that's about as classic as you're gonna get. I have no issue with that.
In the
Continue
years
on.
since, our world has been safe. But now, I sense a resurrection. The binding weakens.
Okay, so like, okay. Okay. I'm assuming this is our main character. He looks... can we get another... Okay. He looks... How do I... Okay. I don't know a better way to describe this, but he feels like... He looks very... He looks very anime. I don't know any other way I can really say that. I mean, Fire Emblem, at least like even like Three Houses, it always kind of had like that anime style, which I mean, I enjoy anime and I don't have an issue with that style. It's something with like his hair. It's definitely his hair and his eyes, and where he's got like this dual. Like he does not like look at these soul. Like obviously your main character in RPGs like this, they're gonna stick out more than your other characters that are just in the world. But like this guy sticks out so much more than say this guard or I'm trying to think of like Roy or something where he has the red hair and stuff, so he's very easily distinguishable, but it's not so otherworldly. I don't know how else to approach that. Where he still blends in, but this guy, man, he sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, it's fine, but it's just he definitely looks a lot different than other Fire Emblem protagonists and playable characters and such. I mean, it looks good. Like he looks, that guy looks cool. Um, yeah, I'm assuming like these are members of the team that you're gonna play as. They're focusing a lot on the ring. Also, the game is called Engage. I don't know what we're doing with that. So there was Lucina and then Marth. It looks like there's some kind of summoning mechanic.
You're really awake, yeah?
1,000 years? Okay. That's how long I've been asleep.
Okay, that the main character protagonist, whatever we want to call him, he speaks. That is a massive change from what Three Houses did, for example, where. And to be fair, Fire Emblem was kind of bounced around with this a little bit over the games, where sometimes it's very traditional in like an RPG sense, where you're playing a role or a character that's actually in the world. But then other times it'll kind of let you be that representation. Like they'll have a character that you are representing in the world. Think of like Byleth or Bailiff, where he doesn't speak, or he or she doesn't speak, but it's still a character that's in the world. But you kind of make their own decisions. This looks like it's much more story driven and much more involved. Like the character is much more involved in the world than the way Three Houses did it. And again, I'm not picky really which direction you go with that. It's not that big of a deal to me. Personally, I guess I would prefer this style here, where it's when your character is not so formless, there's a lot more you can do with the story, I feel like. And yeah, like I have no issue with that. I do find it interesting that that's the way they're going with this, though. It does seem like they're not like copying Three Houses or anything, for example, which is a good thing. I do want new experiences, but I also still want that classic Fire Emblem gameplay style, which, to be fair, we really haven't seen any gameplay yet, and we are about halfway through, so we'll see what else we have.
What are those horrible things?
Okay, well, speaking of gameplay...
If I may, you are a divine dragon, a member of a royal family of dragons revered as deities.
The war. The Fell Dragon. I feel like I can almost remember, but...
I've had my eye on you.
Yeah. Okay, all of that is very traditional. It looks fantastic. Very... I keep mentioning Three Houses, and I don't want to like... I feel like I'm over comparing this game to Three Houses in comparison to what I should be doing. I'm not real, but it's just like a quick example. Three Houses is a very popular Fire Emblem game. A lot of people played it. It just feels like an easy way for me to kind of connect a lot of things. But yeah, the gameplay, it looks kind of similar. It's your traditional Fire Emblem gameplay. The world all kind of looks like the way Three Houses did it in like that 3D sense. It all looks good, looks fantastic, especially for just an announcement trailer. Usually they don't show a lot of gameplay, and granted that wasn't a ton, but it was, I feel like a fair enough amount to where, yeah, it's a Fire Emblem game. Also, the enemies there, let's see if I can back that up a little bit. Not them, yeah, the Corrupted, or like these mystery, those gave me strong, is it Fates? It's not Fates. Oh, that's going to bother me. Crom and Lucina, that game. The enemies in that game, it feels very similar to where you have like these like resurrected style enemies. I'm very curious if they're gonna have a very similar backstory or origin to the enemies, the general enemies of that game. It is bothering me. I cannot think of the name off the top of my head, but I'm not gonna sit here and like hold out. I might like I don't know. It might come to me, but
The Fell Dragon. I feel like I can almost remember, but
I've had my eye on you.
yeah, you have your standard classes
Ring.
and stuff there.
Marth. Right.
Okay, so break is coming up a
Leave it
lot.
to me.
Yeah, so it seems like the whole gimmick of this game is combining a character using this ring to a character from a previous game and kind of like uniting that power together, which yeah, I mean that's kind of cool. I'm all for that. I'm very curious how they're gonna actually utilize that. Yeah, I've got no issue with that. So yeah, we'll see. Also the break thing, it showed up a couple of times. I don't recall there being. Maybe there was a break in Three Houses. I don't know. The break.
It
Break-
is
okay, so
rather
we have-
quiet, I know.
Okay, so we've got another hub
We'll
world like
liven
Three
up as we
Houses.
gain allies.
Some kind of
The time has
clothing
come.
options for our
Now,
characters, I would
as
assume.
one. Emblem, engage!
One strike will decide it all.
Please
Oh,
grant
hold
me
on,
your
hold on.
strength. Grant me your.
Let me back that up just a second. Okay.
Please grant me your strength.
He went like through the enemy. I don't. It's like teleportation or something. Okay, so we have some more unique abilities. Some of these character
She asked
designs,
me
some of
to
them are
gather
really
all the
nice.
rings and bring peace back to Elios.
I've got a very mixed opinion about the main character there, but like some of these other character designs are absolutely fantastic. So that's cool. Yeah, like let's see if I'll back it up on the. I mean, I always like that. I've always loved the style and aesthetic of Fire Emblem games. It's always been great. I was trying to see where did it go.
She
Wait
asked
a
me
few
to gather all
seconds.
of the rings and bring peace back to Elios.
Where I don't know. I have completely lost. Okay, it was that one guy. But in general, just like a lot of these characters, I do adore the design of. It's yeah. Okay, so the release date is honestly that's not that far. Usually when Nintendo or any of these major, even indie titles as well, any company announces a game, it's usually like, oh, we're going to be releasing sometime in the next year or the year after that. But we're talking it's September now, so September, October, November, December, so 5 months, basically 5 months away. I'm off. Also, that is incredibly close to my birthday. So it seems Nintendo has given me a little birthday gift, which I couldn't ask for much more from Nintendo, to be honest. So that's honestly, yeah, I am anticipating this game. I do want to see a little bit more, obviously, but for the most part, yeah, that seems very. I'm for it. 25,000 people agree with me. It would seem, yeah, almost 4,000 comments. I'm not like gonna really read the comments or stuff. Just kind of like, just kind of. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be in agreement. Just from what I'm like quickly skimming through here, a lot of people seem to be completely for this game, which is fantastic. That's about all I want to do in this video. I probably will try to keep up with any like Fire Emblem news that comes out. I mean, I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. It's just who I am. I really enjoy this game. So when there's news pertaining to this game or maybe another tactical RPG. Obviously, I'll cover other stuff as well. But when more news comes out, I probably will cover it just because I enjoy covering it, and that's the beauty of YouTube. I can do what I want to do and hopefully make at least some kind of living out of it. It's a beautiful thing. But that's about all, and thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Farewell.